Malabar climbing spinach is a powerhouse in the garden, offering vibrant green or deep purple vines packed with nutritious, delicious leaves. Unlike traditional spinach that wilts under the summer sun, Malabar spinach thrives in heat and humidity, making it a go-to for warm weather gardens. If you've ever struggled to grow leafy greens in the scorching summer months, this is the perfect plant for you. But how do you grow it abundantly? The key lies in a few expert techniques that will turn your garden into a lush, spinach-producing paradise. Let's jump into 5 essential tips that will help you grow a ton of Malabar spinach effortlessly. The first step to maximizing your Malabar spinach harvest is to provide it with proper vertical support. Provide strong vertical support. This plant isn't a bushy green, it's a vining powerhouse that can climb over 10 feet tall when given the chance. Without support, it will sprawl along the ground, becoming difficult to manage and more vulnerable to pests. A strong trellis, archway, or even a simple fence allows Malabar spinach to grow upward, keeping the vines off the soil and ensuring healthier growth. If you're growing in a small space, a teepee-style trellis or even a vertical wall structure works wonders. The added bonus of vertical growing: better airflow around the leaves, reducing the chances of fungal diseases while making harvesting a breeze. The more you train your vines to climb, the more leaves you'll get. Use nutrient-rich, well-draining soil. Soil quality is the foundation of any thriving garden, and Malabar spinach is no exception. While this plant is adaptable, giving it nutrient-rich, well-draining soil will take your yields to the next level. The best soil mix combines loamy garden soil, aged compost, and organic matter like decomposed leaves or worm castings. This ensures the right balance of drainage and moisture retention, keeping roots healthy and strong. A slightly acidic to neutral soil pH between 6.0 and 7.5 is ideal. A slightly acidic to neutral soil pH between 6.0 and 7.5 is ideal. If you notice your soil is too heavy or compacted, adding perlite or coconut coir will help aerate it. To supercharge growth, use a nitrogen-rich organic fertilizer like fish emulsion or composted manure. A slow-release fertilizer at planting time followed by a light feeding every 2 weeks will keep the vines lush and productive. The secret to massive leaf production is consistent nutrition without overfeeding. Too much fertilizer can result in excessive vines with fewer leaves. Keep soil moist but not waterlogged. Watering is another critical factor in growing a thriving Malabar spinach crop. This plant loves moisture but does not tolerate soggy roots. The goal is to keep the soil consistently moist without waterlogging it. Deep watering 2 to 3 times a week ensures that moisture reaches the roots, promoting steady growth. During particularly hot weather, increasing watering frequency is necessary, especially for container-grown plants that dry out faster. Mulching is a game-changer for moisture retention. A thick layer of mulch, whether it's straw, shredded leaves, or wood chips, helps keep the soil damp, reduces temperature fluctuations, and prevents weeds from competing with your spinach for nutrients. The best time to water is early in the morning, allowing excess moisture to evaporate throughout the day and reducing the risk of fungal issues. The best time to water is early in the morning, allowing excess moisture to evaporate throughout the day and reducing the risk of fungal issues. If you see drooping leaves in the afternoon, don't panic. Malabar spinach often perks back up once temperatures cool down. Harvest frequently to encourage growth. One of the best tricks for getting an endless harvest is regular picking. Malabar spinach grows quickly, and the more you harvest, the more it produces. Once the plant reaches about 12 inches in height, you can begin snipping off tender leaves and young stems. Avoid letting the vines grow unchecked. This can lead to tougher, stringy stems. Consistent harvesting encourages fresh, tender growth and keeps the plant in peak production mode. If you allow Malabar spinach to flower too early, it will shift energy towards seed production instead of leafy growth. To prevent this, pinch off any flower buds as they appear. By keeping the plant in a vegetative state, you'll enjoy a steady supply of leaves for months on end. Monitor for pests and diseases. While Malabar spinach is generally resilient, keeping an eye out for pests and diseases is crucial to maintaining a healthy crop. Monitor for pests and diseases. Common pests include aphids, spider mites, and leaf miners, which can be controlled with natural solutions like neem oil or insecticidal soap. Encouraging beneficial insects, such as ladybugs and lacewings, is an excellent way to keep pest populations in check. Fungal issues such as downy mildew or leaf spot can appear in overly humid conditions, especially if the vines are overcrowded. Ensuring good air circulation by spacing plants properly and keeping them trellised will help prevent disease. Watering at the base of the plant instead of overhead also reduces the chances of fungal growth. If you do notice any affected leaves, remove them promptly to stop the spread. Growing Malabar. Climbing spinach in abundance is all about setting up the right conditions from the start. Give your vines the support they need, feed them nutrient-rich soil, maintain consistent watering, harvest frequently, and stay ahead of pests and diseases. Growing Malabar, climbing spinach in abundance is all about setting up the right conditions from the start. With these strategies in place, you'll have a non-stop supply of lush, nutritious greens throughout the season. If this guide has helped you, don't forget to subscribe to Botanical Bliss and share it with fellow gardeners. Let's keep growing together. Happy gardening!